That was horrible. That was sketchy. Hello, welcome to Scrap the Mask. The sun's too bright, don't like it. Hello. So many flies. Stay there. I've tried to find a different location. Anyway, I'm not going to do the fancy ride into shot and introduce myself like that. You get the idea. It's autumn, it's beautiful, it's lovely. Welcome to Scrap the Mask. And no, I'm not talking about these, but hopefully it will be relevant one day. It's just a very strange coincidence that I started my blog at the beginning of 2019 and I decided to call it this. Scrap the Mask is about living adventurously, connecting with others going through similar challenges in life, and ultimately finding strength through accepting vulnerability. Just a little bit about me to introduce myself. My name's Sam. I'm a professional filmmaker. I love action sports, and I've been battling with spouts of depression and anxiety my whole life, really, as a result of a rare genetic kidney disease. It causes hearing loss, eye problems and kidney failure, but I will go into more detail about that in future episodes. The sun's going down, it's going to be too dark soon. I've had to retreat back to the house because that was a complete disorganised mess. Just setting the expectations for what's to come. So, to explain why I've called my channel Scrap the Mask and my entire identity Scrap the Mask, I think there are way too many barriers still related to mental health, and they need to be broken down. I feel like every day we have to put a face on, whether it's in the commercial world, in the workplace, during social interactions, and it's particularly difficult for anyone with a health issue to cover up those, what we perceive as weaknesses. I want to spread the message that sometimes it's okay to not be okay. We've been conditioned to believe in this survival of the fittest mentality, and I've often found that as a man, to remain masculine and strong is just completely unrealistic, and it's unnecessary to put that amount of pressure on yourself. I'm not ashamed to say that for most of my life I've felt a deep-rooted sadness, frustration and self-doubt while I tried to disguise and control my tormenting demons related to the kidney disease, until I reached a point in 2016 where I really had to change my environment and change my mindset. The trouble these days is that we can all project an image that appears absolutely blissful on social media by overlaying our photos with filters and even just taking a quick picture of us smiling and posting it, but going back to being miserable. Issues aren't being dealt with properly, and I feel like confidence, strength and true contentment with who you are will always feel a little bit absent without accepting vulnerability. To find strength through my ultimate vulnerabilities has been my one goal in life, to try and turn a seemingly negative diagnosis into a positive way of living. And I came to the conclusion that doing this can only have a positive effect on myself and those around me. I've worked some really crappy jobs in my time, and I've always had this burning desire to do something worthwhile. But I'm not going to lie, this hasn't been an easy decision to make, doing this YouTube series, because I feel very nervous about fully exposing myself. Not like that, although there might be some nudity at some point. But anyway, the series is called Fighting Failure. For obvious reasons, I'm facing imminent kidney failure, and I've been fighting it all my life. I don't know what else to say. I've been taking my camera to hospital appointments, eye checkups, hearing tests, you name it, ever since 2010, with the aim of producing a feature-length documentary. But I had no structure or foundation to actually make it, to produce it. There was no storyline. So when I set off on my journey last year in May, that gave me a solid structure to base my documentary on, and I soon realised that I had such a mountain of content that it would be rude not to make a YouTube series. So that's why I'm here, and that's why you're watching. I didn't want to see a lot of footage end up on the cutting room floor. I would have been gutted about that. So You've got me for the next year and a half, I think. I've got about 70 to 80 episodes, so brace yourself, you're in for a ride. If you like an adventure, come along with me. So I invite you to sit back, take a perch, but brace yourself, get ready for massive adventure, and join me on my journey through the challenges, sports, adventures, good times, bad times, scary times, and life-changing revelations. I'll be posting every Wednesday night, plus a few little extras in between, so subscribe in the bottom right corner there and click the little bell icon down below so you'll get notifications for every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching and see you soon. How do you process a lifetime of anxiety? Quit your job and go for an adventure. No one knows when your kidneys are going to fail. I could smash this.
Accepting something is the hardest thing to do.
I'm absolutely exhausted.